Hey guys, Kevin Shaw here, editor-in-chief of the Watercraft Journal. Want to take a quick minute and discuss some breaking news. Came out yesterday morning, and unfortunately, it's not exactly good news. We have an official letter that came to the dealerships to alert them that Yamaha is making some serious reductions in its total production run for 2022. Unfortunately, they're citing that the overseas shipping and the lack of raw materials is keeping them from meeting all their production goals for this model year, and they are now announcing to all the dealers that they are cutting the estimated 2022 production run by 30%. We do not have the total number of estimated units that they were planning on producing for 2022, but we do know that it's going to be closer to 70%, if maybe even a little bit lower. That is not exactly good news for a lot of dealers. That's not good news for the aftermarket, and that's definitely not good news for a lot of you guys who had put money down on a new 22 unit. I'm going to read the actual letter. We're going to break it down a little bit. We're going to take a few minutes just to go over it and then kind of give some tips on what to do with this information. It says, "Dear Yamaha WaveRunner dealer, like most manufacturing sectors in the U.S. economy, we continue to be challenged by the coronavirus pandemic and its effect on our supply of raw materials and parts at our WaveRunner manufacturing facility. Although there are mitigation plans in place to reduce those production disruptions that we can control, the fact is that the supply chain and overseas shipping have yet to recover at the speeds necessary to keep up with our production demands. Unfortunately, this means that we will be unable to fulfill our remaining orders in total. We project that this will impact 30% of the remaining WaveRunner orders, varied by dealer due to model mix. We expect to have more information soon and order reductions completed in the next 30 days. Please know that we will do everything possible at our manufacturing facilities to make up for these losses, and that we will continue to seek alternative suppliers and other means of shipping to minimize production downtime. Our number one priority is to deliver as many WaveRunners to you or to your dealership as quickly as possible. We will continue to provide you with the most accurate information on what to expect in what remains an unpredictable and dynamic situation. In the meantime, thank you for your patience and ongoing support for the Yamaha brand." So right now, the biggest thing for the future is that they say we expect to have more information soon and order reductions completed in the next 30 days. So they are currently producing units. They're hoping that this month, going into next month, that they should be fulfilling their total production run. So that's good news for those people who are going to be getting units. What it does mean for people who do not get their units is if they are locked into a contract, a deposit contract or a purchase contract with a dealership, if that dealership is not going to budge on any, if you could take that deposit and move it towards a Sea-Doo or a Kawasaki, they will then transfer that over to 2023. We know some people who got bumped from 21 to 22, so we're really hoping that you don't get bumped to 23. I think that would be a nightmare. For those of you who are not in that situation, who can get their deposit back or can transfer their deposit to a different unit, I strongly suggest, if you are not the gambling type, or if you're if you're really patient and you can wait and you're okay whether you get it or not, then cool. Let your dealer know that you're pretty cool and that you're not going to be giving them a hard time. But if you're really hot to trot, if this is your only unit, if you've sold a unit to get this one, I strongly recommend being friendly and being patient and reaching out to your dealer and inquiring, what are my options here? The dealer is pretty much in the dark as much as you are. They're trying to cope with this, so it's really hard to come guns blazing at the dealer because, to be honest, they're kind of in the same boat. All right, their total sales have been reduced by 30%, so they're feeling it too. But for the consumer side of things, the big concern is that you need to find out where you stand with your dealer and what your options are. So an open dialogue is the best way to handle this. Simply is. So strongly recommend you get on the phone, or if you're local, drop in and be friendly, have a smile on your face, and just say, hey, listen, I heard the news, and I'm in a position that I can be flexible, or hey, listen, I'm kind of getting nervous. What are my options here? What are you guys willing to do to help us out? And if you're cool and open like that, you'll find that the dealership is going to be cool and easier to work with 9 times out of 10. The best way to go about this, if you are concerned, if you are nervous about it, is to reach out, be open-minded, find out what your options are, see what they're willing to do with with your money and your deposit, and work with them. So again, that's not the best news. I don't like delivering news like this, and I'm definitely certain that the guys at Yamaha didn't want to deliver news like this, but they're trying to make the best out of a bad situation. We will have more updates as that comes. This video is going live with the article, so at a midnight release. So hopefully you're able to get a little bit of insight and get a little bit of ground beneath your feet when it comes to reaching out to your dealer and seeing again where you stand and what your options are. We are the only Watercraft publication that works hand in hand with all 3 manufacturers. We communicate very openly, and we try to get the best information, the most information, and the best tips and advice that we can out to you, so that you're well equipped and have everything in your arsenal to make a good decision. All right, guys, thanks again. We'll talk to you soon, and thanks for tuning in.